Welcome to the Isle of Souls. This is the home of my ultimate Iron Man. I'm trapped here and I'm on a mission to collect the best in slot gear that's available on the island. I'll need to gain levels, take on some serious grinds and risk it all to accomplish my goal. We're really getting to know the island now and we're getting ready to unlock some game-changing upgrades. Welcome to Soul Trapped. Hello everybody and welcome back to a new episode of Soul Trapped, the series where my ultimate Iron Man is trapped on the Isle of Souls. So last time we unlocked Chinchomper hunting and gained the range level so that we can use them when we catch them. We only have a few more steps before we're able to unlock the best in slot gear and the end goal for this account. But those steps that we've got to go are pretty big ones. The first thing that I want to do is head into the cave. We're going to be spending a little bit of time thieving from the chest down here. There's two main items that I'm looking for from this chest, and they are box traps so that we can continue with the hunter grind, and dark keys. We can also get some nature runes and death runes along the way, which will also be useful. So that's what we're going to start the episode off with. We're going to grind out this chest. And I just want to take a second to let you all know that only 28% of the people watching right now are subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, feel free to hit that button. It really is appreciated. Okay, first haul coming in from a few chests, and as you can see we've had a couple of mithril pickaxes and some bird snares, a couple of mine runes. Unfortunately nothing that we really need, so we're gonna be just dropping those. Feathers, guams, ranar. Oh hey, there's actually a really useful drop if we'd have got it quite a lot earlier on in the account, the adamant scimitar. This is something I'd really hoped that we'd get earlier on. Unfortunately though, it's useless now, so never mind. And there's level 38 thieving coming in, and we also got ourselves a box trap, and that's the first of at least 3 that we're going to be holding on to. So the dragons in the dungeon have been doing a little bit of damage to us, so we're going to start unnoting food and just taking a few slots of cooked lobster with us, as that's just going to mean that we can stay there longer without having to run away and heal. We're thieving from the dark chest mainly to get box traps so that we can start that long hunter grind. But there's a point about catching all of these chinchompers that I think we really need to address. And that's that once those chinchompers are in our inventory, if we die, we will lose all of the ones that we've got. Obviously, I spent quite a long time in the last episode bringing our range level up so that we can make use of them. And I would still like to do that because it would seem like a bit of a shame to lose all of that potential XP. So what I think we're going to do is kind of mold our goals around the Chinchomper grind. One grind that we're going to have to do before we're able to complete this series is to grab ourselves 70 prayer. And that's because that's required in order to wear the Cape of Souls. The way that I'm going to do this is by burying dragon bones obtained from the blue dragons over there. Now there is a safe spot that we can use to kill them, and I'm highly confident that we're going to run out of runes before we hit level 70. So I think we've just found a use for our Chinchompers. They're definitely extremely far away from being meta when killing the blue dragons, but I'm figuring we're going to have many thousands of them by the time we're finished grinding hunter, and we might as well use them on something, so what better than a safe spottable dragon? Anyway, we're going to continue with this chest now and just see what we can end up with. We've got 3 box traps now, which is definitely enough to start the Chinchomper grind, but I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer and see if we can get ourselves a few dark keys. So I've been walking back and forth through this cave for a few hours now. As you can see, we haven't really got any at all. And every time we get to the chest, I see those iron dragons, and I've been having a bit of a think about them. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to kill an iron dragon this episode. When we start catching Chinchompers, we pretty much will be locked out of fighting the iron dragons unless we've got an anti-dragon shield so that we can protect ourselves from some of the iron dragon's attacks. And as you know, I don't unlock that shield until after I get a single kill without it. Now I'm fairly sure that in the process of getting this kill, we're gonna die a lot of times. So I don't really want to have a massive stack of Chinchompers that are just gonna get lost whilst we're trying to get that kill. So I think that is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to start working towards that kill. At least we've got all of the box traps that we need so that as soon as we do finish with this grind, we can just move straight onto hunter again. Iron dragons, I'm coming for you. Probably the safest way that I can think of for us to fight this iron dragon would be to try flinching it we may be able to walk underneath it and then attack it and then immediately walk back underneath as quick as possible. And if we can successfully manage that, then we may be able to avoid a lot of the damage, if not all damage, that the Iron Dragon will do to us. The issue with this is that one simple mistake could just mean the end, as their max hit with fire is 50, so we're going to need to fill up our inventory with a lot of food just in case we do take some big damage. The success of this plan really relies on me being able to get an attack in and then walk right back under within the same tick. So let's just hope it goes well and see how we do. So we should be able to do a death pile here. If we die in the cave to the dragon, the death pile will still be here, but we'll just have a second death pile there. So I need to get this guy on me from here. So let's real quick pray melee and let's just go for it. Okay, I think it's working. Wait for his health bar to go down. Okay, I think this could work. Probably don't need to pray either. Nice, nice. So this is going pretty well so far. So we are literally just standing on this one square. The dragon can't aggro us on this square. So we attack and then we walk back onto the square and we should be fine doing this. I'm speeding through this footage to show you how long this kill actually took. I went through this all on stream and it took over 45 minutes to get this single kill. So a massive thanks to everyone who came and hung out while we took on this massive task. And if you haven't already, why not follow me on Twitch? I stream the Soul Trapped series here on YouTube, but for everything else, my main, my Iron Man, and anything else that we'll be streaming, that is going to be done over on Twitch. So if you want to come and hang out on stream, drop me a follow over there, that would be awesome. So let's get back into the video and show this dragon what we're made of. Stop milking it. I wish I was milking this. Yes! We've done it! Adamant bar, let's fucking run. Let's run. I don't want to get aggroed by another one. Come on, boys. Come on. We've done it. Yes! Let's go. Right, let's just steal from this chest so we can get out of there quickly. We just, you know, it's a quick exit because it'll teleport us out. Oh, 45 thieving too. Whee! So that kill took about 45 minutes. And it really was intense because one single mistake could have just meant the end there. Anyway, now that that's done, it's time for us to collect all of our stuff, and we've got an upgrade to acquire. As voted for by you guys earlier on in the series, we've now unlocked an anti-dragon shield. So we need to head on over to the mainland and complete non-beneficial quests up until 32 quest points. That'll allow us to start Dragon Slayer, grab that shield, and then get our asses right back to the island. This is the last exception that we will ever be making on the account, and we won't be benefiting in any way whatsoever apart from gaining that shield. There'll be no XP gained from quests, and any physical rewards are going to be just dropped and discarded. So let's get this started, and don't forget to remind me down in the comments how much I've ruined my account. Alright, so we have got 32 quest points and we've started Dragon Slayer 1. So all we need to do now is talk to Duke Horatio and he should give us our anti-dragon shield. And there we go, the anti-dragon shield. So to be completely transparent, the quests that we did to get our 32 quest points are Clock Tower, Sheep Herder, Pirate's Treasure, X Marks the Spot, Romeo and Juliet, Demon Slayer, Shield of Arav, Ernest the Chicken, and the Black Knight's Fortress. Now, in total, we've been rewarded with 6.8k in GP from those quests. And it's a little bit awkward because we already had a cash stack with us before we started, but we can't just separate single coins from it. So in order to bring our cash stack back to what it was at before we came to the mainland, we're going to buy some items from a shop and then just drop them. That way, we haven't gained anything whatsoever from these quests apart from the quest points and the anti-dragon shield. So we're going to come to Bob's Axes and just buy ourselves some mithril battle axes until our cash stack is back where it was before. And there we go, we've actually brought the cash stack quite a little bit below what it was when we got here, but that's fine. We just want to make sure we're preserving the integrity of the account as much as possible. So that's every item that we used for quests dropped out of the inventory and the money sorted out. So all we've got to do now is get back to the island. Okay, we're back, and that was the last time we will ever leave the island on this account. And as we have the anti-dragon shield now, I see no reason why we should be keeping this black square shield, so we're actually just going to drop this now as well. So now that we've got some dragonfire protection, we can get on with the next goal for the account. I'd like to start working on 70 prayer. I want to do that by killing blue dragons with magic at first, and for that we're going to need to swap our fire battle staff out for a staff of air. This is going to let us use our death runes on air blast spells, which is our safest and fastest way to kill blue dragons just for now. So we're going to sit at the Forgotten Souls for a while until they're kind enough to drop one for us. Okay, and there's the air battle staff sitting right there on the floor. Let's go pick that up. Awesome. So we're going to be alching the fire battle staff because we just don't really need it anymore. We can always get another one if it comes down to it. And it's time to head on into the cave and start grinding that prayer. I'm not going to take any food with me because I don't think we're going to need it, as the safe spot's really easy and really reliable. So hopefully we can just sit there until we use up all of our death runes. So the safe spot is just on the east hand side here. Looks like we've got somebody else using this one, so we'll hop worlds. So we can literally stand in this spot and then just grab ourselves a dragon. And they won't be able to attack us at all while we're here. So let's get comfy, shall we? And there we have level 55 magic coming in, which is pretty awesome because now we can finally actually use high alchemy instead of having to settle for the low alchemy version. So not mega useful, but we can at least continue working on the cash stack. Alright, we're going to be coming in with a prayer level here, and there we have level 48. Well, it looks like we're going to run out of death runes here. And there it goes, that's the last one. So I'd really like to make use of these iron arrows that we've got left over, and I think this will be a good opportunity because we will be able to safe spot the dragons. But before we do that, I'd really like to get a bow upgrade. I don't want to be using a standard short bow because the range accuracy just isn't really high enough, and I don't think we're going to be hitting very often at all. So we need to get another 2 fletching levels, and at that point we'll be able to make ourselves a maple short bow. So we're going to get on with that grind right now. So we just got a bird's nest drop, and it looks like it's got a ring inside. There we go, we've got an emerald ring. And that is a new best in slot. Not exactly anything particularly good, but definitely better than an empty slot. And we just got another mystery box. Let's see that baguette. Onion. Never lucky. And there's level 50 fletching. That's cool. So we can now make a maple short bow, which is what we're going to do right now. And then we're going to head back into the blue dragons and continue with our prayer training. I'm also going to keep these arrow shafts because we can now use steel arrows. So when we actually run out of these iron arrows, we're going to go on a big smithing grind. So battling these dragons with iron arrows and a maple short bow is extremely slow. And we're going to be going all the way up to level 70 prayer here, which is going to be around 9,000 dragon kills. So this is just not going to cut it. I don't know why I expected, to be honest, fighting dragons with iron arrows. Anyway, we're going to need to find a different way of doing this. And I've decided it's not worth keeping these iron arrows in the inventory. They're just taking up a slot, and they really aren't going to help us enough to be worth keeping. So I've been thinking about my little dilemma regarding how to train prayer at this time. And I think it might be best if we just put that goal on hold for a little while. It's going to be a lot faster and easier if we can up our combat stats and also get ourselves some better gear to fight in. Now that brings me to what I'm going to be doing next. As you know, we've been working towards chinchomper hunting for quite some time, and I think it's time that we actually started doing it. The higher hunter level that we get, the better implings we're going to be able to catch, and starting from eclectic implings, we can begin to get some pretty decent gear. As implings can give us both melee and range gear, I'd like to start our hunter grind now. By the time we reach 93 hunter, which is our goal for the account, we'll have around 35,000 chinchompers, and hopefully we'll have caught quite a lot of decent implings by that point as well. I'm also going to begin AFK training our combats during the downtime as well, so that we can really start to buff the account up. So it looks like we've got one hell of a grind ahead of us, but it's all part of the plan. This may be the longest grind that we'll have to do on the entire account, but it's going to be so worth it. As a result, we're going to be able to unlock almost all of the best in slot gear from the implings that we'll be able to catch. We can then go back to dragons with all of the ammunition that we've collected and start working towards those final few items. We've come a long way so far, but there's still a very long way to go. There's also a change in the best in slot gear, and a new item is going to be added to the list of things we need to get to reach our end goal. If you can guess what item that is, comment it down below and I'll confirm it in the next episode. But for now, this is where we're going to wrap things up. So thank you so much for watching, it is really appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.